Thank you for coming in and welcome. What we're doing here at Bull Rush is we're attempting to define what Ozark foods or Ozark cuisine is. And for us, we look at the late 18th century and early 19th century as our inspiration. We do that because we know that the indigenous people, especially the Osage, were here for much longer than that time period, but that's when the Osage first began interacting with settlers, and those settlers oftentimes would bring the enslaved. These three distinct cultures come together at this one particular time, began interacting, and they all had contributions to what has ultimately evolved into the foods that we eat today in this region. And so for us, this origin story, so to speak, is of the most interest. And we do this through research, and the research is only on first-hand documents, so we don't use textbooks or things like that. We look at letters and journals. As far as the Osage Nation and the enslaved, oftentimes because that's more of an oral tradition, we look for descendants and talk to them about their family traditions, their family legends around food and celebrations. And we'll talk more about that later. However, tonight, this isn't an educational lesson, this is a dinner, and we hope you enjoy it. We're going to start off with a welcoming drink. Jack's already shared this with you. This is a little bit of things that we've gathered throughout the year. So we have mulberry juice and fresh black walnut sap. Both of those have been combined into a drink with Monday brand non-alcoholic gin. So there is no alcohol or gin in this. It's just the botanicals that might go into a gin in a distilled liquid. That is your welcome drink, so enjoy. And then for your first course tonight, what we're going to share with you is a rye cracker crisp bread and 3 different dips to go with it. The first is a caramelized parsnip cream, a kimchi spread, and sour corn in a sunflower oil pudding. The kimchi, of course, we make it ourselves. Everything you're going to get tonight, down to the butters and everything, we do make ourselves. So this is kimchi from cabbage that we made last May, I believe, is April or May or June, and it's been fermenting all this time and building up some nice flavor. Sour corn is a similar process. It's a fermented product. It's done in the abundance of harvest season for corn. And so here we keep the corn on the cob, ferment it, and then store it. And so for tonight, I've taken it off the cob for you and worked it into a sunflower oil cremeux or custard or pudding. The reason we're doing sunflower oil is we try to be 100% locally sourced, and we're pretty darn close at this point. A big win for us came just a few weeks ago when we found a local producer of organic cold-pressed sunflower oil. So as soon as we got that in the kitchen, we did a complete conversion, so we're frying in it, and all oils that we use in-house are now this sunflower oil, making us one step closer to locally sourced. So enjoy your first course, and see you in a bit.